All right, all right, all right. All right, man. So I want to lay down some spiritual 101 basics. I was just talking a little bit earlier about how you speak. And let me talk a little bit about manifesting. Manifesting is a really dangerous thing because you can manifest things before you're ready for them. I've done this many times in my life. And the reason why it's dangerous is if you manifest something, for example, let's say money, for example. There's a lot of people who've won the lottery, but once they won the lottery, it shifted their life so much that they didn't know how to handle it because they weren't spiritually ready or emotionally or intellectually ready to handle the weight of that level of wealth or abundance. And so a lot of them destroyed their lives, became drug addicts, ripped their families apart, pushed people away from them, and even unalived themselves. And so that's why it's so important that you learn, that you don't focus on material things so much when you manifest, which is what a lot of people do. A lot of people just want the stuff or they want the clout. But if you don't work on your heart, okay, if you don't work on your mind, if you don't work on your spirit, if you don't work on healing old wounds, your CTPSD, your complex traumatic disorder, or PTSD, particular things that happen. If you don't heal these things first, sometimes your manifestations can become like a genie curse or the devil's curse, where you get what you want, but it ends up being part of your demise and downfall. And everything I teach from experience. And so, that's one of the things that I've learned. And the basic comment for that is, like most of us, especially in our lower ego mind, our wounded mind, like we want the stuff. We feel like the stuff's going to give us the freedom. We want the clout. We feel like the clout's going to give us the freedom or the happiness. But if you don't work on the happiness, the self-love, the self-care, the self-appreciation, the self-approval first, just getting the stuff or the clout can actually work against you more than it can. So my Spiritual Elevation 101 lesson on this one is not about manifesting. It's not even really about working on yourself. It's about letting you know how important it is to work on yourself and put that above just manifesting stuff. A lot of people who are born into poor families or lack families, their whole agenda and drive is to make money and to just become this driven workforce and workhorse that makes money, while all around them they watch their life, pass before them, friendships, relationships, and they get to that place up on the mountain with all that money by themselves, lonely, disturbed, because they can't look at themselves in the mirror because of the way they've treated people coming up. So put the horse before the cart and not the other way around. All right, Spiritual 101 with Chai Kong Sensei. Boom! Another one.